Lesson 17, India Agriculture. In this lesson, we will study about the development of agriculture in India, types of crops, food, cash, livestock, rearing of animals. So, all this will cover in this chapter. You know, children, agriculture is the main occupation in our country, India. So here you have to recognize this some crops. These are the, look at the picture and tell the name of crop. This is cotton plant. Which plant? Cotton. We get cotton from this plant. This is paddy. We get rice from paddy. We get rice from paddy. And this is wheat plant. Okay, this is the wheat plant. We get wheat from this plant. Okay, and one more picture was there, that is the tea plant. That is tea plant. So write in your book tea. Number 4 is tea. Number 4 picture is tea plant. Agriculture means cultivation of land. What is agriculture? It means that cultivation of land, growing food. Okay, growing crops in land, cultivation of land. It also includes horticulture, livestock, rearing, and fishing. Horticulture simply means that growing of fruits, flowers, vegetables, that is cultivation means growing fruits, vegetables, flower is called horticulture. They may be grown for sale in the market to earn money. Okay, so that is horticulture. Development of agriculture. The agriculture production in India has increased since independence. Since independence, 1947, when we got independence, the development of agriculture increased. This is due to the development in cultivation. How development of agriculture increased? Due to the development in cultivation. So see here how old or traditional method of cultivation got replaced with new or modern method of cultivation over time. So firstly there was the old method of cultivation. This is the old method of cultivation, and after slowly it changed to with the modern method. It changed to the modern method of cultivation. So what happened in old method of cultivation? No machines were used for cultivation. There were no machines. People have to use their animals and themselves. The farmer used plow. This is said to be plow. The farmer which is he is using here, that is plow. Okay. In Hindi we call it hull. It took weeks for the entire land to be plowed. So because the man is plowing the field, so it is taking much time, at least weeks it takes to plow the field. Then the field was leveled with the plank pulled by the oxen. Then it was after plowing, then we have to level the land also. So for the leveling of the land, children, there is the plow. Plow is like flat, this type of flat wood. Okay, so that is used for plowing the field by the oxen. The spade was used. I will show you spade. This is spade. Okay, the spade was used to turn over the soil. This is used to turn over the soil. And hoe, this is hoe, and was used to remove the weeds. Weeds means that the extra grass, which unnecessary grass which grown in the field. Like along with that weed, no. Nowadays you can see in the field that bathua. Bathua is one of the this weed which is taking that which is unnecessary grown in the field. So we have to remove that weeds so that the other this wheat and other crops get good fertilization. So that's why we remove all these extra grasses, that is said to be weeds. Once the land was leveled, seeds were sown manually. So when the land was leveled, once it is plain, leveled means making it plain. So seeds were sown. Seeds were sown manually. So by the men used to sow the seed. A water wheel. Here I had showed you picture. This is water wheel. So a water wheel was used to irrigate the crops. So these water wheels are used for the irrigation. Irrigation means watering the plant. Manure from household waste was used as fertilizer. Manure from household waste. For the manure, that like cow dung. Cow dung is the waste for the people, no, household people. So these type of things are used for the fertilization of the field. Okay. After the crop has ripened, once the crop has ripened means that it is ripened. Ripened means that it is ready. The crop is ready. It was harvested with sickle. This is sickle. So with that sickle they used to cut the crop. Then the harvest was threshed and winnowed. After that the harvest means the crop was thrust. Thrust means to separate grain from the plants. Like that you had seen that wheat plant was there, no? So in the wheat plant what wheat is there inside that. So threshing means that separating the wheat from the plant. That is threshing. And winnowed. Winnowed means to remove the outer cover of the grain. Okay. Like this is the wheat plant. Okay. So in this plant this type of seeds are there. So threshing means cutting it. Okay. Then this wheat is covered with the wheat is covered, no? So removing that peel and getting the wheat, that is the winnowing. Clear? So that is winnowed. Now new method of cultivation. After that we started new method of cultivation. Slowly we started it. Then there has been a major change in cultivation. There are many changes in cultivation. Now farmer use tractor to plow the field. So this tractor works faster than the this plow. A steel rack and seed drill are attached to the tractor. Now you can see here this type of steel rack. This is the steel rack. Okay, and seed drill. This is the seed drill are attached to the tractor to level the soil. So this is you attached with the tractor to level the soil to make the soil plain. And the this sow the seeds, and these seed drills are used for sowing the seeds. It is not done manually by the man, whereas it is done by the tractor. Sometimes a big machine called combine harvester, combine is also there. So combine harvester is also used. So for harvesting they use combine harvester. It is a big machine which harvests, threshes and packs the harvest in much shorter time. So combine harvester is a big machine. Those children are living in villages, they could have seen that is a big machine, and its work is to harvest, threshes and packs. Now only I told you now what is the meaning of threshes. To this cut the to separate grain from the plant, that is threshes. So that big machine used to thresh, harvest and pack the harvest in much shorter time, in short time. Earlier seeds were kept aside after harvest. So early time means in old times the seeds were kept aside for the shown next year, for showing that for the next year it is kept aside separately, it was kept. But these seeds did not produce a good crop, so those seeds were kept for a long time, for 1 year, to sow in the next year. So they were not producing very good crops. For the producing good crops we need good seeds also, better quality seeds. So that were not very good. Now better quality seeds have been developed. Now what people are doing, they are able to develop better quality of seed, which has resulted in increased production. Due to the better quality of seed, people are able to increase the production, because if seed is better, then surely the production will be also better. Production means that that crop which they are new crop that getting, The new crop which we are getting, that is the production. Production means increasing the quality of crop. These are called high yielding variety. So the crops that the seeds which are of better quality, that seeds are called as high yielding variety. Okay, that is the seeds. These seeds, however, require more water. This high yielding variety seeds require more water. Therefore, traditional method of drawing water using a water wheel have been replaced by tubewell and canal or sprinklers irrigation. So firstly, people were using water wheel from the well. No, they were drawing the water. So these type of things were there. They don't have that tube wells and these all irrigation facilities. Irrigation, try to under irrigation means watering the field. Okay, watering the field. So therefore, traditional method of drawing water using a water wheel have been replaced by the tube well and canal, because now the this seeds, which is of good quality, that is called as high yielding variety, HYV, high yielding variety. It requires more water. So by drawing from the well, it is taking much time also. So instead of that, now people are using tubewell, canal and sprinklers. Clear? Moreover, these seeds require a large amount of fertilizers. So instead of manure, chemical fertilizers are being used. So these seeds, the seeds that H Y V seeds require a large amount of fertilizer. It needs more fertilizer. So instead of manure, chemical fertilizer is what? Urea like fertilizers that are made of chemical. And manure is used like from the cow dung and all other this biodegradable things. From that manure is made. Okay, so instead of manure, they, for the high yielding variety seed, we need chemical fertilizer. So the HYV seeds are also prone to insects and pests. So what happened? These HYV seeds are prone to insects and pests. Pests are like rat and all these, and insects, Therefore, insecticides and pesticides are used to keep the crop free of insects and pests. So insecticides and pesticides are chemical, children, which are used to kill the insects and pests. So these chemicals are used to destroy these insecticides and pesticides. Clear? Now types of crops. You know, India has a favorable climate. India's climate is very good for the crop. Fertile soil and good irrigation facilities to grow many crops. Now our soil is also good and we have irrigation facilities also. So the crops grown are of two types. In India, the crops are of two types, that is food crops and cash crops. Food crops and cash crops. Food crops. What is food crops? The crops which are grown to be eaten are called food crops. The crops which are grown to be eaten called food crops, whereas example are rice, wheat, millet and pulses. What are the examples of food crops? Rice, wheat, millets and pulses. Okay, rice and wheat which we are growing for our own consumption. Whereas cash crops, the crops which are grown to be used in industries or sale in the market, are called cash crops. So the crops which are grown for the industry or sale in the market, and example are sugarcane, jute, cotton, tea and coffee, etc. Clear? Food crops and cash crops. Now sugarcane is proceed to make jaggery. Jaggery means good or sugar, and jute is used to make bags and carpets. I will show you how jute is cultivation is there. Then cotton is used to make cloth. Tea and coffee are used for popular drinks. Coffee powder is made from it. So here are the some images that you can see, that is food crops. Food crops like maize, wheat, this is rice, and millet and pulses also. Pulses is dal. Okay, so that is food crops. And this is cash crops: coffee plant, tea plant, sugar cane, corn, sugar, two images, and cotton. So these all are cash crops. So why sugar cane is grown? From the sugar cane we get jaggery and sugar, and jute is used to make bags. Here you can see that jute cultivation, children. This is cultivation of jute. This is the jute plant. Then after this the jute plants are harvested the stems. These are the stems of jute, and it is harvested, left in water to root. This is left in water for around 10 to 20 days, I think. Okay, 10 to 20 days they keep these stems in the water. After that, for the what? For to root. Okay, then after the stems have rotted, after the stems have rotted, सड़ने के लिए डाल देते हैं, and after it rotted the fibers are separated from the stem. So after it rotted the fibers, this is the fiber. Okay, it is separated from the stem, it is removed from the stem, and then what happened? The fibers are then dried in the sun and sold to the jute mills. And you know, in villages in old days that people used to make rope for the cot, you know, charpai. So for that they used to make that rope for the cots. Okay, they used to make themselves also, and this is sold in the factories also for making jute things, jute products such as bags and carpets and all. Nowadays bed people are using, no, firstly they were using the cot, so that was made with the jute rope. Okay, so these all are the images, and here we will study that the food crops table along with this map. So here is the table is given in your book: crop and the ideal climate and states were grown. So rice in India, where rice is grown. Rice is grown. The climate is required for the rice. The climate is required for the rice is hot and wet. So rice is grown in hot and wet climate, and the places where it is grown is West Bengal. So rice is referred with the green color. This green color, no children? Here you can see rice. So it is grown here West Bengal and all this area. Here all these places you can get all near the coastal areas. So you get the rice. Okay. West Bengal, Uttar Pradesh. Here is Tamil Nadu. Here Tamil Nadu. Then Andhra Pradesh. Andhra Pradesh, Tamil Nadu. Here Bihar and Odisha. So all these places we get rice from all these places. Now next is wheat. Wheat, the climate required for the wheat is cool and moist. So Uttar Pradesh, we can get wheat from with Uttar Pradesh, Punjab, Madhya Pradesh, Haryana. These all places here, Haryana. These all places give us wheat, Haryana and Rajasthan. Okay, so from here these states were grown wheat. Next is millet. Millet means jowar, bajra and ragi. Jowar, bajra and ragi, these are the crops. So that requires hot and dry climate, and the places where millets are grown are Maharashtra, Telangana, Karnataka, Rajasthan and Gujarat. So in these places millets are grown. Now pulses means dal like moong, masoor, arhar and gram that requires dry climate, and it is grown in Uttar Pradesh, Punjab, Madhya Pradesh, Andhra Pradesh and Rajasthan. So in these areas pulses are grown. Next is sugarcane. Sugarcane, for growing sugarcane we require hot and moist climate, and it is grown in Uttar Pradesh, Maharashtra, Karnataka, Tamil Nadu, Andhra Pradesh. And you can see here the places where this Sugar cane is grown. Sugar cane is indicated with this bushy this thing. This is sugar cane. So in these whole places sugar cane is grown. Okay, this is sugar cane. So jute. Jute is requires hot and wet climate, and it is grown in West Bengal, Bihar, Assam and Odisha. Jute is grown in West Bengal, Bihar, these areas, and Assam also here, and what is Odisha. So in these areas jute is grown, and the climate requires hot and wet. Cotton. Cotton also requires hot and moist climate, and it is grown in Gujarat, Maharashtra, Andhra Pradesh, Haryana, Madhya Pradesh. Cotton. Here cotton is this small. Here cotton is written, no, cotton. So this is grown in Gujarat, Maharashtra, Andhra Pradesh, Haryana, Madhya Pradesh. Tea. Tea requires hot and wet climate, and it is grown in Assam, West Bengal, then Kerala. Kerala is here, and Tamil Nadu, these places, then Himachal Pradesh here. So in these places, what tea is grown. Coffee also requires hot and wet climate, and it is grown in Karnataka, Kerala, and Tamil Nadu. Okay, so these are the we had seen that India's crop and in which places it is cultivated. So these all were the about the Indian major crops. Now we are going to study about horticulture. Horticulture, the cultivation of fruits and vegetables and flower is called horticulture. So cultivation of fruits, flowers, okay, and this is done why they are, that is done they are grown for sale in the market. Fruits, flowers, so that we can earn money. Many horticulture crops are grown in India. Fruits like apples, pineapples, lychee. Then vegetables, cabbage, potato, peas, all are grown. No, flowers like jasmine, gladiolus, tuberose, marigold. These are the different type of flowers are grown in India. So cultivation of flowers, fruits and vegetables are said to be horticulture. The horticulture crops are mostly grown in Jammu and Kashmir, Himachal Pradesh, Uttarakhand, Sikkim, Maharashtra, Karnataka, Tamil Nadu and the northern eastern states. Okay. Now next is livestock rearing. Livestock rearing means animals which farmers keep for their use are called livestock rearing. Like farmers are rearing cows, then sheep. This is pig also for the meat people rear. Then this hen for the eggs, duck, and all these animals like horse and all also we rear for their use. Okay, it includes cow, buffalo, bullock, sheep, goat, camel, mule and yak. They are yak are people are rearing, sheep are rearing for their wool. They are useful in many ways, such as cows and buffalo give milk. Their waste is used as manure. So their waste like cow dung is used for the manure that is good for the cultivation. Bullocks are used to plow fields, draw water from wells and pull carts where the these farmers are not very rich, so they are using that bullocks for drawing water from the wells and pull carts. Okay, now wool is obtained from sheep and camels. You know that skin of sheep and goats are used to make leather goods. Leather goods means shoes and like shoes, jackets. So skin of sheep and goats are used for making these. The meat of sheep and goats is eaten. People eat meat of goat and sheep also. Camels are very useful in deserts. They used to carry loads also. Mules and yaks are used to transport goods and people in hilly regions. In hilly regions, the other animals cannot walk very easily, you know. So mules and yaks are used for the transportation in the hill places. Next is fishing. Fishing is of two types, marine and inland fish. Catching fish from the sea is called marine fishing. Catching fish from the sea is marine fish. It is done in the states located along the coast, such as along the coast like Kerala, Tamil Nadu, okay, Maharashtra. These places are along the coast, no? So marine fishing is done in the states located along the coast. Fishermen catch sardine, mackerel, shrimp from the sea. So they catch sardine, mackerel, and shrimp from the sea. Catching fish from rivers, canals, lakes, and ponds is called inland fishing. Catching fish from rivers, ponds, like small water bodies, that is called inland fish. Okay, and catching fish from the sea, coastal areas, that is marine fishing. It is popular in Andhra Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, West Bengal, Assam, and Himachal Pradesh. Fishermen catch rohu, katla, freshwater prawn, and trout. So these are the name of fishes, children. Rohu, katla, freshwater prawn. Prawn is the small fish, and trout. Okay, so these are the name of the fishes, and here we have studied now that some names are like sardine, mackerel, and shrimp. So these are the name of sea fishes. So these all things are given in the lesson. I hope that you understood the lesson. If you have doubt, you can ask. So the questions which are given in the lesson also, like name the main food crops grown in your state, name the main cash crops. Some questions are given in the lesson. That also you have to try to complete, find the answers of these, and try to do this exercise given in the book. Soon I will send you the answer key. Thank you, children.